Yes, please
Yep.
continue. Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Okay. So very good afternoon to everyone. Today is my topic from the American literature, The Old Man and the Sea, and from that man's struggle against the nature. Okay, the novel "The Old Man and the Sea" by Ernest Hemingway, and he was his journey from 1899 to 1961. He was an American novelist. He was a short story writer, journalist, and a sportsman. He was influence on 20th century fiction. He won a prize in literature at 1954, and many works are considered as a classic of American literature. He published his short stories, 12 non-fiction works as well. Okay, here's the introduction. A widely framed work of 20th century, The Old Man and the Sea. A novel is based on the true events. It was his last major fiction, which brought to him the Pulitzer Prize award, as well as instrumental in winning him to Nobel Prize for 2 years later. We find a use of omniscient narration. Santiago asserted his individualism in the Jew of nature. The protagonist of this novel is not like a Hemingway's other heroes from Nick Adams onwards, who were caught in the black trap of a society and was doomed to struggle, suffer, and perish. But in this novel, Santiago asserted him individual in the Jew of nature. The story of Old Man and the Sea is not a showcase escapism, rather it is a battle of desire for a liberation. Okay, central idea of this novel, the story of Old Man and the Sea is not a showcase escapism, rather it is a battle of a desire for a liberation. As far as the social concern of the novel is concerned, The Old Man and the Sea is an extreme exploration of a humankind's relation with nature, as well as of the human place in the nature. Man can be destroyed but do not defeated. This perhaps showcase that idea of a strong will desire of human. A person can be killed but can't be defeated until he or she quit. As we can say that there is the age is doesn't matter, but the physical appearance or your psychologically your mind is your mind will consider best. The statement of Old Man can be referred through the novel. Let's have a look on consequences of this statement. Santiago, an old man, unlucky fisherman. Santiago is considered unlucky because he has failed to catch either a big fish. He was gone 84 days without a fish to sell at a market. Not only this, but he's old. To other fishermen equate old age with unluckiness. They think his mind skill have left him. In short, they want to retire him. But Santiago is not willing to compare his fishing like other fishermen, but he is he was mentally strong. That's why he was done his best. As you know, fishermen as a baseball player are very sticky and as such very superstitions. They go through the some rituals, wear the same clothes when on a hot streak. Here the best baseball expert, the man, he was the best example. And as the Santiago believes him, and he was repeated his streak as well. Santiago's fight against nature. In the Hemingway's tale, he portrayed struggle of men against the marlin. The Old Man and the Marlin suggest the never-ending the battle between the man and mysterious force of nature, the necessity of killing and being killed. This is an allegory about a life. It is a struggle against the impossible odds of unquarrelable nature force, in which a man can only lose, but which he can dominate in such a way that his lose has dignity. I will fight them until I die. It takes 3 days for Santiago to harpoon and kill a great marlin. At the end, almost the situation came when he had has a need to defend himself against a shark. It was marked as a dangerous struggle of a story. The significance of a sea as a natural element. The sea is a symbol of being mother, whose lover is the moon, and who gives the favor from her children. The sea is like both creator and preserver of life. Hemingway stated it in novel when he wrote, "In fact, it is a struggle of man against nature. It is a distant, emotional, gradual. Though he succeeded in catching the marlin, his victory was short-lived as nature attacked to the old man." Conclusion. In the novella, the old man's journey for his greatest catch serves as a seminal example of the man against the nature conflict. Also, the character of Santiago hints at Hemingway's life. It can be assumed that he preferred the way old men lived his life. Here's the work citations. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening me.